Hi peeps, JB here with Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. This is a strategy, turn-based RPG game. You can play as 1 to 4 characters on a team. And there's like lots of dialogue options and tactical strategies, different strategies you can use to try to get through the game to the end. I've played this a little bit up to Act 2. There are 3 acts in this game, and I thought, I like this game so much I wanted to play it with you guys as well. So I'm just gonna jump right in and then explain things along the way. So I'm going to do a single player, and there's 4 modes. Each one has its own difficulty level. Explorer being the easiest, and then Tactician is one of the hardest. So I'm going to go with Tactician. I'm going to struggle a little bit, but I'm going to do Tactician regular mode. Honor is just I don't want to go through that. So let's start with regular. So I'm going to be playing this run as a lone wolf, which lone wolves give you a few extra perks, like the amount of action points you have and how much health you have and whatnot. But I'm going to be a lone wolf. So a lot of times when people play this as a lone wolf, they play as maybe like they'll have 2 characters, because lone wolf benefits only last if you have 2 or less people in your party. So many people tend to do 2 people and run through it. I'm going to do 1 person, so this is going to be kind of difficult. I'm going to be playing as an elf, because the elves have this sacred ritual thing that they have with eating the dead to share memories and whatnot. And there's a whole bunch of lore behind that as well, which I might get into a little bit as we go through this run. I want to do a ranger, but for the sake of the avatar, I'm going to do a build preset of Wayfarer. And in terms of the name, let's do Kilua. And for those who know, this is a reference. Well, I'll see if you get the reference. I'll see if you get the reference to this. I mean, there's no character that will look like them, but oh my gosh, I see the cut between where the head and the neck is. Interesting. Never noticed that before. Don't see it with all of them, just certain heads. Okay, this one looks like a very childish face, so I'm gonna go with this one. Hairstyle, most of these look horrible. So I'm gonna go with just this one, very basic. Half the time you're not gonna see your hair anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go with, do I want caramel or do I want turf? Let's go with hair first. I want ice bear hair. Yeah. So then, you know what? I feel like that straight white hair looks better on this color, at least with those eyebrows. I don't quite like the eyebrows there. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do turf because, well, you know what? I should do shale. Yes, this is closer. This is closer to what I actually need to do, to the actual character I'm pretending to be.
I'm ready. Meet your maker.
I'm going to do a scholar voice, as that's going to be kind of the youngest one, I think. I don't know if you guys could guess who I'm trying to represent here. The name should, if you watch any type of anime or read manga, you might know it. It's from Hunter x Hunter. Killua is an assassin. It's the one with the white hair and like the purple eyes. So try to get a young face, the white hair, pale skin. I think this kind of matches pretty decently. For abilities, okay, so attributes, I have finesse and then I have wits. So finesse is useful for, since the fact that we're doing bows and crossbows, we need to have finesse as our main skill, main attribute, and then wits, because this helps with critical. And my goal is to be like critting every single person possible at some point in this game. I want to do a lot of one-hit kills. Huntsman, of course, has to be one of them. And usually with presets and with a lot of people, excuse me, they usually do some other skill up here, but in order to survive, I cannot do that. Like if I choose any of these ones up here, I'm just going to die, and I won't be able to get through the beginning fights of this game. So instead, I'm going to choose ranged, which gives +5 damage and +1 critical chance. I'm going to try and max this out as soon as I can, because though Huntsman gives extra damage as you level, it's when you attack from high ground. So if I'm on the same level as everyone else, it does absolutely nothing, and I can't always be able to move like that. So for me, like I'll have Huntsman up enough to be able to get some basic skills that I can utilize as the Huntsman, but otherwise range is going to be the first thing that I try to get up as high as possible. Range, and then we're going to try to go for warfare, because it just makes physical attacks have more damage, and since we're doing a ranger, the attack that she will be doing is physical. Civic abilities, I'm going to start off with persuasion first, and then I'm going to start going into bartering and whatnot. And then for skills, I'm going to do first aid and ricochet and elemental arrowheads. For talents, I'm not going to choose pet pile as a talent because I'm going to have some mods turned on for this game, and one of them allows me to have the pet pal trait automatically without having to like use a talent. And then I'm going to do scholar, and I guess I could do noble, but I'm going to do outlaw. I'm going to do scholar and outlaw. Instruments, Bensuri should be fine. So I think I have everything I need for this. Let me go over this just one more time. I'm the elf. Have the wayfarer, the preset. The way she looks about as close to that kid as I'm gonna ever get. I could have did male, as the kid is male, but you know, the male elves look like crap. Unfortunately. You see here that this has changed a little bit. So I have finesse at 2, wits at 1. One of the benefits of the lone wolf skill or lone wolf trait is the fact that everything doubles what you put into your attributes and combat abilities up to a certain amount. So I think until you get to 10 in combat abilities, and I don't know about attributes. It doesn't have any effect on the civic abilities though. That would be really OP. I have my 3 skills here. Those seem to be fine. I have Lone Wolf, of course. I have my tags. So I think I'm ready to start. Yes, I am done. One interesting thing about this is you can like push A bunch of times to skip these cutscenes, but it says press A to skip, but you actually have to push B. It's odd.
A single drop of source magic, and like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared. And sent to Fort
She
Joy.
seems so angry when this was part of her plan. I don't get that.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Like I said, this is not a completely blind run. It will become blind after a point, but it doesn't start out that way. This way, it's
So, still a
better for
bit
both
groggy,
of
are
us.
we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Now, as I said before, I'm going to be playing this with a few mods. There are 3 mods that I'm going to be playing with. One, of course, is to...
It wasn't a dream after all.
one of them is going to be to allow me to have the pet pal trait, which is animal empathy. The other one is herb gardens. It allows me to plant various herbs and grow them from buckets, as opposed to trying to find them by scouring every place on the map over and over again, if they even respawn in a decent amount of time. So I'm going to do that one as well, because I'm going to have like a little bit of a potion master thing going on, to try to get through this. And then Endless Runner, which should just be built into the game, but it's not. Walking / running around is very slow unless you have this. So I'm going to have those 3. Yep, that's fine. And then it's going to reload this. One interesting thing is that, so in the lore for elves, they are known to be able to control nature in terms of how plants grow and whatnot. They can like grow carts and other like shells of stuff around them, and they grow their own houses and other things like that, which is really cool. So I feel like having the herb gardens kind of just fits with my character a little bit too. I mean, that's not why I chose an elf, but it's nice when things fit together. I'm going to try to get through this tutorial area as fast as I can. Starting out, let's see, I need to do a couple of things. One of them is I need to add the skill to my hotbar and then cast the skill on myself so that I can be nice and run everywhere I want. And then I need to add certain things to my hotbar in a certain order so that I don't spend forever just trying to do things in general. I need to add an action. So I'm going to do a lot of basic attacks on this one because there's only a few wayfarer huntsman abilities that are like, very reusable. Like most of them, you use them here and there, and then you're kind of just done. So this should have a pretty decent, I think this should be pretty good to help me go pretty quickly in choosing what things I want to do during battle. And so like, I tried I'm gonna need lots of buckets because buckets help me grow things. So when I see them, I will most likely pick them up. So one of the first things I'm going to need to do is I need some type of weapon. Very important to get a weapon. So whenever you play this, what you get changes based on, what you get changes each time you load. So like when you play the game, which I'm assuming you're going to watch me play this and think, oh my gosh, this is the best game ever. And then say, I'm going to play this game and I'm going to sneak around and steal everything or something like that, which a lot of people tend to do. I'm not going to do a run where I steal things, but apparently it's super fun to do. So I'm going to leave that for you guys to do on your own to enjoy. Let's see, do I need... Oh, but so when you open these things up, it's always something different. If I had the lucky skill trait, I would end up possibly getting more stuff. But since I didn't do that because I wanted persuasion, I'm just going to have to suffer with that decision. I really need to actually finish watching Hunter x Hunter. So like I watched a decent amount of it. Well, I read a decent amount of it. I think I finished it. Yeah, I did. Did I? Yeah. I finished all of it. But I never finished watching the whole anime, which, you know, you can read the manga, but sometimes it's cool to just watch the anime too to see how they take and change the story or how they interpret something between different mediums, different media and whatnot. So down here, there's this guy who's in this cage right here. He's, I guess, a horrible person. I don't know. And I need to kill both of these people because I need as much XP as possible to kind of get through these beginning levels.
You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
I always like to check to see what things I can buy from people, though I've gotten no money. This is odd. Usually you get like 5 coins by now. I got nothing.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf?
Let's try to persuade him.
Fists ache to meet a new face.
Let's try to persuade him with finesse.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Let's go with intelligence. I knew I wasn't going to get that one.
I think best he comes with me. Some offense intended. You hear that, Emma? We're taking a walk.
Okay, so let me prepare myself for a moment.
And keep your hands where I can see them.
Let's get ready. Now this guy's going to try to hit me, and it's not cool.
No.
Okay, so these red things, when they're red, that means they're going to try to attack me. When they're yellow, they're neutral. So what I do will determine what goes on. He has 13 health, so he's not going to die soon. This guy, however, needs to die faster. So I need to play this in a way where I can, survive as long as possible. Which means I need to play them against each other. He's gonna hit me no matter what. So I'm gonna run over here with 1 AP. And then I'm gonna attack. Since I have a knife, I can backstab, so I'm gonna backstab the mess out of him. Yep. Yep. There you go. He was gonna hit me anyway, so. What? Why did he hit me? I never hit him. Oh, this is some bogus bull crap. Heck am I supposed to do? They're both attacking me? Is it because I did something? Oh my gosh. This is not good. Like, this is legitimately not good. Well, I might die sooner than I thought I was. I might die sooner than I thought I was going to. Oh, I don't have attacks of opportunity. Attacks of opportunity is when if you move away from melee range with the person, they'll end up attacking you automatically before you can move on. So it doesn't seem like that's going to be a major issue here. For this guy, I'm not in backstabbing range, but I should be able to attack him just enough. Let's try to see one attack. Oh yeah, I can kill him. There you go.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
Oh, Mo, am I going to be annoyed with this voice? Let's heal myself a little bit. I should be able to get a bedroll, which will allow me to just heal full strength instead. Ooh! I get all these things. Okay, let's see. Beer, I guess so. I might need it. I don't want a I guess watermelon is yum, I suppose. And I guess cheese is okay. Ooh, that's where all the... You know what? This is very interesting. So it seems like, I think you get the same amount of money as a base, no matter what. So like, regardless of how you get it, how it comes about that you end up getting the money, whether it's from opening up baskets and other things like that, or from people, you are always able to get a certain amount of money from each area. And I think they just change up where you get it, which is pretty cool. Okay, so here I'm going to do something that hopefully I don't get myself killed doing this. Booyah! So you can interact with the environment a lot in this game. So if I put fire with any sort of poisonous or toxic thing, then it explodes. If there is fire and it stops having fire, now you have smoke, which was there for a little bit. And then you could change something with the smoke, where like you can make the smoke electrified or blood smoke, things like that. Now I'm gonna try to pick up every single bottle I can. If there's a bottle, I will take it. Nothing there.
Empty.
Oh, well, let's see, is there anything else? Oop, healing potion, gonna nab that. Try not to walk on that poison. Take that right there. The main thing, I'll take one deck of the cards. The main thing I'm going to be really wanting as soon as I possibly can, and there's nothing really I can do about getting it sooner or anything like that, is I need a bow, some sort of ranged
And I'm back where I started.
weapon.
Nowhere to go but up.
So I went through all of this. So I want to try to make sure that I don't have this any longer than 30 minutes at a time, if I can help it. Shorter if I can. So I think this is a good place to stop right now. So let's do a quick save. And then I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.